This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Don't worry, wait to the end, and I'll give you a message of positive. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, okay? So Freddie Gibbs went on Deezus and Mero last night, and he talked about Akademiks, and of course they don't like Akademiks, so they were all dissing Akademiks. It was a big Akademiks party, okay? Now, this is getting corny because it's like Akademiks put a lot of work in. You gotta respect it. These people were just mad because he speaks his own truth, okay? And that's fine. But they get mad about it. But they diss people all day. All these guys do. Freddie Gibbs, he came for Akademiks first because, well, first of all, he was going for Jeezy. Akademiks just stated a fact that Jeezy sells more than you. Freddie Gibbs got in his feelings, even though Freddie Gibbs is a great rapper. We're not denying that. But his whole problem with Jeezy was pretty petty. It was really over Jeezy. There was no interest in Freddie Gibbs at that time, and he moved on and let him go. He let him go. He didn't keep him in the contract. And Freddie Gibbs was insulted by that. Point blank, period. Be happy you didn't end up like some other artists under Jeezy. No offense to them. It's just that they didn't go anywhere, you know? Freddie Gibbs left and had his own career. I think Jeezy did him a favor, honestly. If he stayed under Jeezy, he wouldn't have gone anywhere. But Freddie Gibbs is bitter about that. But Freddie Gibbs is also very funny, and he's a great rapper. So everyone has their flaws. I have my flaws. He has his flaws. Akademiks has his flaws. Akademiks goes too far with certain things. Akademiks talks like a tough guy when you can't back that up. He went a little too hard with the tough guy talk. I'll give him that. But I also understand Akademiks was also defending himself. Now, why is Meek Mill so mad? Meek Mill is mad because Meek Mill gets to a point, I see, where he's really feeling himself and then starts going at people, and then he gets humbled. That's what happened with the Drake situation. He went at Drake, he got humbled, okay? He was very cool for the next couple years. Went in to jail again, came out. Everybody was back on him again, you know, Khaled, all the people. Now think about it. He has a chip on his shoulder from everyone turning his back, and that's what we're going to get into. I'm going to play that video right after this. Everybody turned their back on him, and we'll break that down in the next video. He has a chip on his shoulder from that. He saw the whole industry turn on him. Now everybody's back, you know, with him, and he's feeling himself again, and he's acting up again. Drake forgave him everything. So that's where we are right now. Meek Mill's feeling himself. On Deezus and Mero, they were going off on Akademiks. Akademiks has a lot of money. You guys are very mistaken. Akademiks, just off Complex alone, is making probably $30,000 to $40,000 a month. He has like 3 shows on there. YouTube is probably making a lot of money every month. He has endorsement deals. He's probably pulling in about $1 million a year easily. That's just in the average, okay? It could be more than that. I don't know everything he's into. So he's definitely driving a nice car and has a really nice house. And I'm sure Freddie Gibbs is making good money too. I'm sure he's making a couple $100,000, $500,000 maybe. I don't know. He does a lot of shows and everything, and he's a hustler. Everybody's a hustler in this talk, okay? It's just funny, but this is why Meek Mill, I think, has a big chip on his shoulder and why he acts the way he does with certain things. So let's get into that. He addressed something here, okay? He addressed that he sees everybody who turned their back. He sees everybody who turned their back on him. He said people used to wish me happy birthday and shout me out and call me their brother in the comments. Now they turn their back, and I see you. Don't use that word with me no more. Don't call me your brother when you ain't O'Malley or someone that's with me every day. Only those people can call me brother. And I like that. I like this, Meek Mill, because this industry is just like, these people are acquaintances and they're fickle. They're as loyal as how hot you are. So look, DC4 just came out, okay? Now, a lot of people are that were like really distancing themselves from Meek are now back with him, okay? Or trying to be back with him. But you're going to notice a few people that didn't even tweet it out, okay? Like, look, French Montana, okay? Yeah, you're going to say French Montana's on DC4, right? Well, that's an old track with Snoop. Snoop was dead in 2013, man. That's an old-ass track, okay? French Montana definitely turned his back on Meek. And this is definitely someone who uses my brother with everybody that he's friends with, okay? He turned his back on Meek Mill. And he went off with Drake, okay? Then you got DJ Khaled. Didn't even tweet out DC4. Someone who always supported Meek. Always used Meek for when he got hot, okay? Got him on all his albums. But DC4 drops. Not a tweet. Not a shout out. Nothing. Okay? So Meek Mill recognizes all these things. The reason Khaled did that is because he needs Drake to be on his next album. I mean, let's just call it what it is, man. The industry is very fake. I experienced it myself with music videos, okay? When I was hot doing everybody's video. I'm still doing people's videos, but I'm just saying I was doing everybody's video in 2009 and 10. Everybody wanted me to do their video. Everybody wanted me to do their video so much that I had to turn some people away, okay? Now, when you start to cool off a little bit, a lot more directors came in, got flooded, okay? It's not like I fell off, that market got flooded, okay? So people kind of just, they just go off on their own way. It's funny, man. It's just funny. I'm not, and I'm still doing commercials just as much. Nothing changed for me, just like nothing changed for Meek Mill. He was still going to pick up those bags. He said, nothing changed for me. I just noticed that, I wasn't as hot as I was before, but I'm still picking up bags. I'm still doing this. And when I get back on top again, which he is right now, DC4 sold more than most people's albums the first week, okay? And I was scared for Meek, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, this guy's letting this shit beat him up. You know what I mean? I didn't like a lot of moves he was doing. Nobody did that was a fan, He wasn't addressing these things out head on. Now that he is, this guy's back, man. I can see it. He got some clarity, found himself. I think he should stay away from social media because, you don't want to put your initial reaction on. You want to play chess. That's playing checkers when you show everybody how you're feeling. He's on a good path, man. So he recognizes all the people that turn their back. Tower. And then I want to end it with, guys, you gotta be disciplined, and most of life is discipline. In order to get out of the rut you're in, where you feel like your life is spiraling down, you gotta have discipline. You gotta start waking up earlier, getting things done. You gotta start eating well. You gotta start reading. You gotta start being active. You gotta find a hobby, and you gotta do everything. You can't say, that won't work. I'm gonna do this. It's a waste of time. You gotta do it anyways. Because if you don't do it anyways, you're not even giving yourself the chance to succeed, okay? So discipline, you gotta start thinking about being super disciplined in life, okay? Because without discipline, you're never gonna get anywhere. Discipline and sacrifice is everything. And don't forget, always know that you're worth it. You're capable of doing it, and it's just going to take time, and you got to be patient with life and put positive energy out there, and positive energy will come back to you. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll